You ready?
I am.
Do you have on clothes?
I do.
I was
Look.
like, I thought I saw a thong when you were standing
No,
up.
girl,
Oh
I
no.
got clothes on.
Oh,
It's
we
just
did a Kendra
blending in
camp
with my
early. You petite.
it's blending in with my skin, but I got clothes on.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. What's your name, honey?
Poison.
You want me to call you Poison?
No, you can call me Diamond. That's
I'm
usually
gonna
what
say
people
because
call
if
me.
you're looking for a man, I don't know if Poison is what you want to think of.
No, that's what I said. You can call me Diamond. It's okay.
Okay, Diamond, where you live, honey? Where you calling me from?
I'm in Charlotte.
Charlotte, how old are you?
38.
38. What you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
A nurse. Do you have any children?
I do. See, this where y'all gonna kick me down at, but it's okay because I'm ready. I've been watching the show for some years now. I have 7 lovely children.
Okay, she has 7 kids. You gave birth to all 7?
I did.
Okay, how old are your 7 kids?
So I have look, I done repositioned my camera. I'm all off now. I have my son will be 19 on Saturday.
Okay,
I have
Diamond, real quick, just give me their current ages, honey.
so 18, 13, 12, 9, 5, 4, 2.
All by the same man?
No, I have one. My oldest is with how you doing? My first girlfriend, and then I have I was married to my oldest kid's father, and then I have my youngest kid's dad.
So it's 3 people, but you said one was a woman?
I have my oldest with my oldest kid, my oldest son's mother. Yes.
So was that a surrogate situation? How did that work? Who was the
No,
son?
no. We did the real thing.
Well,
We did it.
in order for a baby to be created, it takes a man and a woman. So where'd you
Yes.
get the sperm from?
So there was a guy um that we had after we were together. We had the baby. We stayed together for probably like maybe 2 or 3 years after that, after our son was born.
So with the woman, who carried the child?
I did.
So did you have sex with the man that you got married,
I
pregnant by?
did. Uh-huh.
Okay, so you had sex with him to get pregnant, but he signed off his paperwork to be the father.
Yes.
Is that true, or are you just agreeing with me?
No. That's no. He has never seen. I think he saw my son once, but that was early on. But he went on about his way. My son has never met him ever. Not that that's a good thing. To be honest, now that I'm older, I think that that's probably something that I would be open to now. But my son's mother is still his mother. She's still in his life. She still takes care of him. She's still my best friend.
Okay. And how many kids did you have by your ex-husband?
We have 2.
So you have 2. So you have one with the woman.
I have one with the woman, yes.
You have 2 by your ex-husband.
I have 2 by my ex-husband, my 2 oldest ones.
And then the last 4 are by who?
Oh, I skipped one. So yes, I had my middle daughter. She's the only one with a separate dad.
So basically you have kids by 4 people, not 3 people.
So 4. 1, 2, so 4.
Mm-hmm. So 4 people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say people because one was a surrogate situation,
With the
and
woman.
the other were 3 men.
Yes.
So the 9-year-old has her own father.
She has her own father, and then the babies have their own father.
So the 5, 4, and 2-year-old.
Yes.
Why are you not with that man, the one you had the last 3 kids with?
Well, when we were together, I think it was just like a lot of, after a while, not initially, but after a while, it was just a lot of bickering, arguing. There was a big age difference where I was done having children. I met him, he had none. And so my
You was
plan was
done having
never,
children, you had 3 kids by him.
no. When I met him, he had none. So when I met him,
Yeah,
he
I know,
had
but
no.
you said that you were done having children, but yet you proceeded to have three by him.
Yes, so that's where I'm getting to. So I was done having children, but when I met him, I had no intention on having any children. We were like casually dating. Then we started liking each other, and then we tried to, do the whole family thing. But I think it was just the age gap that originally made me not want to pursue the relationship. Ultimately, that ended up being the downfall.
How much older was he?
So we were 7 years apart.
7 years apart. So,
Mhm.
and you guys were never married, correct?
No, we were never married.
What do you, you're a nurse, you said, correct?
I'm a nurse. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we got Diamond Charlotte, 38. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
A Libra. So we got
Mhm.
Diamond Charlotte, 38 Libra, a nurse, mom to seven kids, by four people, three men, and then she had a serious situation with her ex-girlfriend, correct?
Yes, which is my
All right.
best friend.
Is her best friend. Now,
Mhm.
so are you bisexual, Diamond?
Oh, my charger did something weird. So like I tell everyone, I would be a liar to say I'm not. I started with women, I ended with women, but I had my children with the men that I was with. So technically, I would never say that I was 100% lesbian. That would be confusing and a lie.
So, okay. So are you tonight looking for a man or a woman?
I'm looking for a woman. That's my preference.
Okay, so now you want a woman tonight.
Hmm.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
So I like nice girls, soft girls, feminine girls, women that know that they're women. I don't like butch and dominant and just like the ones that say uh that don't identify with being like the full woman. I like women when I look at you, I say, "You're beautiful," and they say, "Thank you." Not the ones that say, I say, "You're beautiful," and they be like, "Don't call me that, call me handsome." I like women that know that they're women. That makes
Okay.
sense.
What are your deal breakers?
Um, so I'm gonna go with what everyone else is saying. I don't like a liar. I don't like a liar. I don't like a cheater. I don't like a person that's not confident. You have to be confident. Um, you have to be able to walk into a room and look nice, dress nice, speak well, be intelligent, have some type of accolade about you or with you, and just be realistic with who you are in the space that you're in.
Okay. Should she look a certain way?
Um, Pretty.
Let me just ask you, if a man is interested, should he not even shoot a shot at you?
I knew this was gonna come. I said that. I said they're gonna ask me this question. So I've been with women my whole life. Since before I even dated women, I was looking at women at 4 years old. Um, but to be honest, at this big age of that I am in, I'm not finding myself running across the woman. So a guy would have to be like grand to sweep me off my feet at this point. I think I've come from a place to where I've been with women so long and intermittently been with men that I feel like I know, I'm not gonna say I know, but I feel like I need to go with what I know I've been wanting since I was a kid, which is a woman. However, I'm not finding the luck. So sometimes I say, well, maybe this ain't what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I don't want anything else, but I'm not finding anything in this area. I get a lot of men that want to talk to me, and a lot of times I won't give them a chance. So if I think that you would have to be grand and check a whole lot of boxes in order for me to be like, yes, this is what I'm gonna do.
Let me ask you this. So your youngest children, they're 5, 4, and 2, all by
Mhm,
the same man. When you were dealing
mhm.
with him, did you not deal with women?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
So, okay, you did. So your youngest child is 2. So that means you just started dealing with women 2 years ago again, correct?
Well, no, we broke up when I was pregnant with her. So we had broken up when I was pregnant, and in between the amount of time that my 5-year-old and the 2-year-old, we had broken up quite a few times because of infidelity, not by me, but so we had been broken up, but I still was trying to just figure out my world and my life at that point. I was a lot younger then, but during that time I wasn't with women, but I've always had the attraction to the woman. I never looked at like, oh, I'm gonna go be with this man. I always said, oh, if I get with somebody else, it's gonna be that girl.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm following along. Some cousins are confused. I'm a little
I wish I
confused
could see the
too.
comments, but I can't see anything.
Girl, you don't want to see these comments. Let's keep going.
I
You don't
can't
want
see
to see
nothing.
them.
I'm
Does the woman have to make a certain amount of money?
sorry. Yes. So I'm gonna say at least 90,000 a year.
It's not okay. Would you date a woman that has 7 kids?
I would.
You would. Okay.
I would. Look, as ironic as it is, I have never dated a single person with children, but I love kids so much. I didn't have my kids because I was out here picking and raising my hand saying, "Oh, you want a kid? You want a kid? You want a kid?" No. When doctors tell a woman that they got a choice, I was kind of like faced with that. And I was like, I come from a family, a huge family, and my mother got 5 kids, and my family is huge. So when I got faced with the choice, I had to make a decision.
Let me
So
say
I
this,
love children.
and I understand that a lot, right? I definitely understand. I think the choice you're saying is, when you have your pregnancy, either you have an abortion or you have your child, right? And
No,
no,
even what?
no.
No, go. Let's go a little further than that. No, it was more of we about to take your whole uh uterus, cervical area, reproductive system, and you will not at 18 years old. At 18, and if you choose this to save your life, you will never have another. You won't have another kid. And at that time, I was pregnant with my to be 19-year-old next weekend.
Okay. So they're saying when you had a medical condition when you were pregnant with your first child,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
you decided to keep your uterus.
yeah.
Okay.
I
So
decided
that's
to
why you're.
I decided to
So
not.
to, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had to, and not try to put all my business out there because this was 19 years ago.
Well,
But
listen, I'm gonna pause you because I want you to understand this is a very big platform. So if you don't want to share something, don't share it because no videos come down, and this is a major platform.
yeah, well, no, not to not share it as in it's a secret because it's not. Because to be honest, I have doctors, medical professionals, everybody like trying to put me in journalistic medical reviews and medical journals because they're like, oh my goodness, you are a walking miracle. So I would never withhold that information because I have a lot of people trying to talk to me about my individual condition because it's so rare, but it happens to women. But in a nutshell, I would have either had to choose a bone marrow transplant at 18, where I would have had to lose everything in me and possibly not even live past 3 months. Or in my eyes, I chose my son. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. It's no good for me. I want to have my son, and I want my son to have siblings. And so I'll pass. I'll ride it out till the wheels fall off. And here we are. My son will be 19 next weekend, and they gave me 90 days.
Okay.
And
I,
so
I think I'm not.
I'm just happy to have that. So that I was pushing him. I was pushing him out. I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna take them from me, I'm gonna give you as many as I can give until I can't. But that was my
Okay, so that's what I was trying to get to. So in this,
yeah.
and I'm happy you're alive and well. So let me say that first. But are you saying you had so many children because it was predicted that you wouldn't?
It was predicted that I wouldn't. So I really wanted to have a big family my whole life. I've always wanted to have children. I love kids. Like I said, I come from a huge family. My mother had 5. My father had 3 children. Well, one outside my mother, but like I wanted that world. I was a little girl dreaming to be the little girl raising the kids. I was the cousin that was babysitting all the little kids. I loved it. It was what I wanted. So when I was 18 and you trying to take that from me, it was no good for me, you know.
Okay.
So to
Okay.
say that, I say this: a lot of y'all people shouldn't be judging people for having these kids, because one, kids are blessings, okay, but two, like I said, I am career oriented and established. If you can raise and manage your children, have as many as you want. Who cares? What's the problem?
Who cares? What's the problem? Okay, I gotta let me read this to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Rome the Beast sent $5 to say she has a lot of wants and demands for someone with 7 kids. Um,
I do. Let me tell you
yes,
why.
go ahead.
Let me tell you
Go ahead.
why.
Tell Rome why you have a lot of demands for someone with 7 kids.
Kendra, happily, don't even worry about it. You don't need, just sit over there and be pretty like you are right now. Let me talk to Rome. Let's compare me and Rome. And I don't know Rome, but let's just start from the beginning. I graduated at 17 and I was always the smart kid. I joined the military when I was 17 years old. I am a retired Navy veteran, okay? I am also a nurse. I have 7 children. I live in an 8-bedroom house, and eight, when I said eight, I meant eight. I live in an 8-bedroom house with 3 stories. I have a basement. I have a 3-car garage. Okay. I have a 2022 Suburban that I bought in 2022 of January that I had to pre-order because guess why? They weren't in stock. Okay. So if you had to match yourself to me, you might be grand and we might be a match, Rome. However, don't ever look at a woman and say just because she got 7 kids, that means it's a flaw. Kids are a blessing. I don't care if a person has 15 children. Are you able to take care of them? I'm not on welfare. I don't look for nobody. I can walk around my whole house, ask TikTok, because we do this often on TikTok. Okay, Poisonous, Sean Diamond Simone on TikTok. We do this often. They've seen my whole entire house, and when I say I got 8 bedrooms, I really do. And I own my house. Okay, my house I bought for $600,000, and guess how much it's worth now? 1.5 million, because I just had it appraised. So, Rome, you want to tell your story? You care to give a little bit of feedback? So
Ooh,
please tell me
child.
how would my kids have fathers? That's the thing. My kids, there's both of them, they're getting their children this weekend when we go home, as they always do. And they pay child support, believe it or not. So that adds to the little bit of income that I might have because I'm a woman of 7 children that must be on welfare and doing bad. Wrong.
Ooh, child. Ooh,
So what else?
child. Okay. Okay, Diamond. I'm trying to think where
And
we
no,
at
and
with the time.
I am a little spicy, but again, I'm a nurse. Oh, my bad, I left one out. I am the director of nursing. Google it. So I am the head of the clinical nursing department at my job. So my 7 children has nothing to do with anything. I can push out 3 more, and guess what? I'll still be the good woman that I am.
Don't play with Diamond Child. She
Don't
ready for you,
please.
Rome. Let me ask you this. Okay. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to think where we were at last. When was your last relationship? Did I ask you that question?
No, you didn't ask that. So my last relationship was 2022 October. We broke up, me and a girl that I had been friends with for 15 years, but we had gotten into a relationship. We broke up, and we tried to rekindle a few months ago, but that lasted for like 2 months. So 2022 October.
Okay. I think I skipped it. Look, I got a little lost. Did I ask you if the girl had to look a certain way?
Um No, you asked me that. I said a woman's
Okay.
woman, pretty much the girl that looks like the girl.
Okay. Did I ask you? I don't think I asked you this one. Does she have to make a certain amount of money?
You asked me that. I said at least 90,000 plus.
We did. We did the Kendra Cam too?
I stood up, but I don't know if it was
Okay, I
now.
think that's where we're at. It's time for the Kendra
I,
Cam.
oh goodness. Let me pull because before it was you got clothes on. So I'm gonna move my chair.
Okay.
So yes,
I mean, you're in great shape, and this was actually a question too. You're in amazing shape. Um,
I got a little pudgy,
Deonde07 sent $5 and said, "Kendra, ask her how she got that body snatched after 7 kids because I got one kid and I look like Mrs. Clump with a big book. So she wants, this is actually a woman. She wants to know, how did you get your body snatched after 7 kids?
If you go look on my page and go look at my mother and my family, my mom looks like my sister. She has 5 kids, no stretch marks. I don't have stretch marks. I probably can't do all that. So my
Let
mom
me
is
just
very
ask this
small.
question directly, because I think that's
Yeah.
what they want me to ask you. Have you ever had surgery after having your children?
So I had a tummy tuck. However, when I got my tummy tuck, my doctor told me when I was in there, and this is on camera, why are you here? You don't have enough fat. And if you look at my pictures, you'll see I've been skinny my whole life. But I still chose to get it because I thought it would eliminate this little pudge I got. My shirt all lopsided now. I thought it would eliminate this little pudge I got, but it didn't. So, and the doctor told me not, and I still got the pudge. But if you go look all the way back, I'm still small. I've been small for a very long time.
Okay, okay, okay.
So,
Now, when was your last relationship?
you asked me that. That was in October 2022.
Okay. Lord of Leon asked me to ask you this question. He said $5. Would you want your kids to be with someone that had 7 kids by 4 different people?
I wouldn't care because I love my children regardless of what, and I think that we should spread that amongst the population. It shouldn't matter what your children chooses to do if they're in a position to where they can handle it. So if my son being 19 chose to date a woman with 7 kids, I'll be like, baby, bring the babies over here. Let me come feed them. Let me get what we party over here. We all about to have a good. And if y'all watch my TikToks, y'all see I got all the neighborhood kids at my house. But I just love kids. To be honest, the number of kids that you have, it shouldn't determine one, who you are as a person, or your financial stability, or even how behaved your children are. My older kids are older, so they're well behaved. My little babies, they still are well behaved, but they're children, so who cares? Yes, I'll have my kids date a person with. To be honest, I would prefer that. I've never dated a person.
Okay, hold on. I want to get this clear. You prefer one of your children to be with a woman that had 7 kids by 4 different women?
I wouldn't put a number on how many, but I would prefer my children to date a person with kids because I wouldn't care the number to start there. But because I feel like when you date a person with children, you learn a lot when you have children, but you learn a lot about how to grow up. We all know the old saying, when you're younger, when you learn, you know how to grow up, or you learn how to grow up when you have kids. A lot of times, not saying you won't if you never do, but sometimes even being 17, when you have that kid, it forces you to grow up. So if my child decided they want to date a person with a kid, or however many, I feel like kudos to you, because one, that tells me I taught you how to love a person for them and not for who they are, what they had, or the decisions that they chose to make. The kids are there. Love them. They all they need is love. That's it. What human being in their right mind would have an issue with a child that didn't ask to be here because of a
Okay,
decision
well, a
that
couple,
the mom
girl,
made?
they got questions for you, but I want to say one
Honey,
thing.
listen,
I
ask
think
all you want.
I think one of the things that when it comes to people who have a lot of kids, is the financial part. Now, in your case, you're actually looking for a woman, right? So, would you expect? And you have, I mean, you have 7 kids, but you have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and 2-year-old. So you have young children. Then you have a 9, a 12, and a 13, and then an 18. So, a person. Well, let me before I say this, let me ask you this: what type of relationship are you looking for? Do you want to be in a committed relationship with you and a woman? Should she move in with you? Like, what kind of relationship dynamic are you looking for?
So I feel like I am well established right now, but if I met a person that I wanted to be fully committed to, if she didn't want to move here or live here in my house because maybe she feels like it's mine, I would absolutely be willing to sell my house and then we move into something different. I am looking to build, I'm looking to grow with the person, and I'm looking to just be happy.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say the number amount of children at times is could be concerning because you think of the finances. Can you take care of that amount of kids? that are not yours? And then also, can you be in a house with that amount of kids that are not yours? There's things that will probably never irritate you because they're your children, right? So your tolerance for a certain behavior would be wider than a person who's not their biological parent. So I think that's the tricky part at times when it comes to acceptance of children. Also, again, men at times is like, I have to financially be responsible and take care of these kids. But that's not your request. You're not looking for a man.
And that's what I was gonna say, Kendra. That's the issue because dealing with women, I've never met a woman that. Well, to be honest, I ain't ever met a man. To be quite honest, because they see who I am as a woman. And again, how can you argue with the person as a man when you live in a 1 bedroom apartment and this girl over here got everything more than you? What is the real argument for real? So I've never dated anybody that ever looked at me and said, why would I? Because I no, they look at me and they say, dang, this girl got her stuff together. Yes, and if they do meet my children are well behaved. I don't got little rugrats running around here just doing whatever it is they want to do. So if they meet my kids, it's more like a, oh my goodness, these kids are good, they're well mannered, they're sweet, they're nice, you don't feel like, matter of fact, I got 7 kids, where they at? You see anybody knocking on the door? Who was the guy earlier on Instagram? We couldn't even get the kid to sit down, which I love because it was a cute kid. However, I have 7 of them. Where they at? Guess where they at? In bed, sleep. Because again, there is nothing wrong with having 7 children. It's how you raise your children. It's what's wrong with it. Or if you're not financially established, is what's wrong with it. And by me, I chose my children because I wanted every last one of them. I'm not naming my kids because it was a mistake. I did that because I wanted to. So if a person wanted to be in my world, they would come in and look at the woman and see what the woman has and look at what the woman has in her head, the education that the woman has, and just her as a person and decide. And if you don't want to deal with it, guess what? Thank you. Because you helped me filter you out. You helped me filter you out of my world. I don't need that person in my world. That just means we're incompatible, and that's okay. There's nothing
Okay,
wrong
let me
with it.
jump in with this. Because you said you like the paid questions and they coming in, girl. So
Yes.
Mr. Ion sent $10 and says this. You couldn't remember how many baby daddies you had. You may love kids, but you brought 7 into a confusing situation because you are confused about what you want. You haven't come across like you have it together.
Mhm. So let me answer that. If you can recall me saying, I was waiting in the comments on Instagram. I was waiting on Instagram. I was waiting on YouTube. So if I skip the number, it ain't had nothing to do with I'm confused. And if I'm confused, it's because I've been waiting for a good little minute. So I've been sitting over here relaxing.
Okay. Now, cousins are going to your page, and Talisa, she said you still have your ex on your IG still.
Me and my ex are really good friends. I already said that.
Well, you're looking for someone new. You don't think that would turn somebody off?
To be honest, um I feel like I said, for me it's about filtering out. And if I tell somebody that my ex is my best friend and I haven't and I me and my ex met 15 years ago, we ain't had no dealings. If I say that, I'm honest, I'm loyal. It's the truth. If you don't want to deal with an ex that I don't even and she don't even, that's on you. I could delete the picture, but if you want to be as minute as to judge me off of one picture on my page or whatever, however, then that's on you. I do your thing.
Okay.
But if you
And then,
talk to the person, they'll be like, we don't do that.
okay. Now this was the room that had that question to you earlier. Dessert Ease said, "My name is Dessert Ease. No, Dessert Ease is my name. Rome, do you care to come up and talk about yourself?" And they sent $50. So Rome, if you're still watching, they had the question for Diamond earlier. Someone spent $50 for you to come up and respond in your place. Let's keep going though
Come
in the
on,
meantime.
Rome.
Diamond,
Come
when was the
on,
last time you
Rome.
was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
Um, so I'm gonna answer just because I'm all about transparency. I hate a liar, and I hate a liar by not including, things that you should when you're trying to date. So, I had this one friend, as some women understand. You got a little femme friend. Y'all go out, y'all go to the club, drink, whatever, go back to the house, y'all, whatever, and go home. I had that friend. So, if I had to put a time on that, I would say, um, probably we're in 2024, maybe November 2023, maybe. That was when me and her hooked up.
Okay, it was a girl. When was the last time you was with a man, if you don't mind sharing?
So I was with my kid's father.
That was the last time?
Yeah, and we broke up 3 years ago.
Okay. So last time you slept with a man was 3 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. What are three flaws you have to work on?
I've heard, so I've been told, I have a smart mouth, and I don't have patience. So I think I could be a little more patient. I'm the kind of girl that just be like, oh my goodness, I don't feel like it. I might hang up on you. I really need to work on that because it's a problem. And the last one, some people might say I am not as emotionally, I don't want to say available. I'm emotionally available. Say we're sitting in a chair watching a movie. Their minds say, let's hold hands. My mind say, oh, this movie good. And I'm watching it. And so I get a lot of kickback that my mind don't just say, we're walking, let's hold hands. Oh my goodness, it's been an hour. We haven't kissed yet. I feel like that's normal. They feel like I'm not doing it. So, I guess I should work on that.
Okay.
Being a little more emotional and intimate with the person that I'm with.
Okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Diamond?
Because, in all seriousness, I am really nice. I'm sweet. I'm loving. I'm very understanding. If anybody came in contact with anybody that knows me in real life, they will tell you this girl got to be the nicest, sweetest, most loyal woman out there. Ain't no person in this world could ever tell you that I cheated on them. I'm not a liar. Like I said, I love children. I don't care how many kids you got. Um, I feel like my heart, I'm a nurse. So I have that nurturing part of me where oh, that was a deal breaker. I meant to say that. Rewind. I fall in love with potential and I need to stop. But again, so I am so like loving and caring that I give people the benefit of the doubt, and maybe I shouldn't all the time, but at this big age, and since I've been single since 2022, I believe that was, I just learned that stop falling in love with potential. Just really go for what it is that you want and just do that. And then there won't be so many errors and mistakes along the way.
And what's the age range you would date? You're 38.
I would say 30. I don't really like younger, but 36 to 42.
36 to
Yeah.
42. And does the woman have to be in Charlotte?
No, but be close enough to travel, and if you're far, be ready to fly me to where you are. I'll fly. But I feel like the end goal is to be in the same location. I don't want I can never do long distance.
Okay. Now we're finally at the last part. How can we reach out to you, Diamond? This is Diamond Charlotte, 38, a Libra, a nurse. She has 7 children by 4 people. I say 4 people because there are by 4 men, obviously, but one was a surrogate situation. So it's really 3 men and a woman she has children with. Make at least 90K and be between the ages of 36 to 42. She's open to having more kids, you said, correct?
Oh no, I didn't say that. You ain't even asked me that.
You
I
said
don't
that you can have 3 more kids.
No. I said a person that I'm dating. I'm saying in general, if I was I was saying in general, if I wanted to have 3 more kids, I would, because I can. Do I want to have more children? Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay.
But if
And
I wanted to, because I wanted to, I would.
okay. And women are the preference. Women are the preference. If you're a man, you have to be sensational. How could the woman reach out to you?
So my Instagram is Poisonous Name here. I'm also on TikTok. It's Diamond, or the little @ is Shine Diamond Simone. Shine CHYNE Diamond Simone.
So we focus on Instagram or Facebook. So which one do you want to use,
Oh,
honey?
sorry. Okay, so Facebook is also Shine Diamond Simone.
Okay. And right here is your Instagram name. Poison is the name.
This is my Instagram. Yes, Poison is the name.
Okay. Well, there you have it, honey. Well, you keep me posted. You know you're gonna be a highlight, so just get ready.
I'm ready, and I'm gonna come
All
back,
right,
Kendra, because I can't wait to tell you how it worked out.
yeah, let me know how it worked out. I would like to hear an update from you.
Okay. Good night.
Bye, baby.